Hello students, I am Meena Madam. This is the fourth video on federalism. Today we have to discuss on local self-government and linguistic diversity of India. First we study about the local self-government. There is a local self-government system in rural as well as urban area. In rural area, local self-government system is known as Panchayati Raj system. At the top of the Panchayati Raj system, there is a Jila Parishad that works at district level, whereas at bottom level, there is a village panchayat that works at the village level, and in the middle level, there is a block samiti that works at block level. First, we have to take the village panchayat. The village panchayat works at the village level. It consists of two organs. First one is the Gram Sabha and second is the Gram Panchayat. Gram Sabha consists of all the adult population of the village concerned. It does mainly two functions. First one is it elects the members of the Gram Panchayat. Second is it supervises the functioning of village panchayat. Second organ of the village panchayat is Gram Panchayat. It consists of 5 to 7 members who are elected by the Gram Sabha. These members are called the Panch, whereas the head of this Gram Panchayat is called Sarpanch. The main function of the Gram Panchayat is first one to sort out the disputes of the villagers, and second one is the development of the village concerned. Now we have to see the block samiti. At the middle level of the Panchayati Raj system, there is a block samiti that works at block level. A block samiti consists of sarpanch of all village panchayat of that block. Second is MP and MLA of the block concerned. Third is 1/3 seats in block samiti are reserved for women in block samiti. Now the functions of block samiti. Mainly block samiti does two functions. First one is to supervise the functioning of all village panchayats of the block concerned. Second is the development of the block. Now third we have to see the Jila Parishad. It works at the district level. It consists of chairperson of all the block samiti of that district. Second is MP and MLA of that district. Third one is 1/3 seats are reserved for women in the Jila Parishad. In fact, Jila Parishad does two main functions. First one is to supervise the functioning of all block samitis of that district, and second one is the development of the district concerned. Now we have to study about the local self-government in urban area. In urban area, local self-government is called municipality or municipal corporation. In fact, municipality works for a small citizen towns, whereas municipal corporation works in a big citizen towns. Both are directly elected body. At the time of the election of the municipality or municipal corporation, the concerned city or town is divided into a number of the wards. The number of the wards are depending on the number of the concerned municipality or municipal corporation, and from each ward one candidate is elected. In municipality or municipal corporation, 1/3 seats are reserved for women, whereas the executive posts are reserved for the scheduled tribes. The main functions of a municipality or municipal corporation are: first one is to provide the civic amenity to the residents of a city or town, and second one is the total development of the city or town concerned. Now we have to study about the linguistic diversity of India. According to the census of 1991, there are 1500 languages spoken by the people of India as a mother tongues. These languages are grouped together under some major languages. For example, Bhojpuri, Chhattisgarhi, Rajasthani, and many others are in Hindi. And such major languages are 114 in number. Out of these 114 languages, 20 languages are included in 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. Here schedule means a list. These 22 languages are called scheduled language and the rest are called non-scheduled language. In India, Hindi is the mother tongue of 40% population, whereas English is the mother tongue of only 0.02 in India. Now I dictate some questions. The very first question is discuss the language policy of India. Second is define decentralization. Third is why is local self-government essential. Fourth is mention the changes made in Indian Constitution regarding local self-government in 1992. Next question is describe the local self-government in rural area. Next question is how many languages are given place in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. And last question is what is the meaning of schedule. Now we have to see the exercise of second chapter, that is the federalism. All the lengthy question means subjective questions are discussed. So here we have to see only the objective questions. Regarding this question, I am not going to read the statement. I will tell you only answer. So see the question number 6. Here we have to fill the blanks. So first blank will be coming together, second strong, third holding together, and fourth central. In 7th question we have to find out that which statement is correct. So the very first statement is correct since it assured to different language speaking communities that no other language will be imposed on them and their interest would be protected. In question number 8, we have to find out the main features of federal system, and that is the option D. In question number 9, we have to give the example of union list, state list, and concurrent list. So first up, we see the union list. It contains defense, banking, communication.